I think I drank more tonight than I did last night, so this is going to be an even messier podcast.
And it's to be even messier.
This is the end of Anime North Day 2. I'm joined by the same people, Tim, John, Jamie, and myself, Dereck.
Woo woo.
So...
Swag. Ow.
Yeah.
Swag. Ow.
Nice work. Nice work.
Listen well,
I'm Jarl Ballin.
Okay.
Lord of the Rings.
So I guess we're going to start at the beginning of the day. I'd like to mention the terrible sleep I had. I was sleeping on discarded couch cushions on the ground because they did not have a second cot for us.
No, they did not.
It was disappointing enough that they didn't have a second bed for us like we had paid for. But
I'm going to try to get a discount because
you
that's
really
a bit
should.
ridiculous. Although they did legitimately upgrade me to a room that did not have enough beds.
It's not really an upgrade. If they gave you something and took it away, it's just you. It's just an exchange at that point. They didn't
explain that there would be less beds. They just had it. I wanted a fridge and a microwave in case we wanted to have snacks, drinks.
Yeah.
And she didn't say anything about the bed. She's like, "Oh, you want the deluxe? Comes with a microwave and a beer fridge."
Yeah. Well, you think that the person
would
be like, if you originally have a 2-bedroom, chances are you still want a 2-bedroom. Yeah. It's not like I'm willing to
2-bedroom, not 2-bedroom.
2 beds to sleep on.
Anyways,
it's not like I was willing to sacrifice a bed for a
There shouldn't have been any confusion because the first question she asked me was how many people are staying in the room, and I said 4. So like that should have flagged. Yeah. Like you should have.
Well, as John said earlier, if we had slept across the bed, all 4 of us could have fit on it.
Probably.
It's pretty
it was
wide.
A big bed. Oh, I'd like to mention that I didn't have a very good sleep either.
Okay.
But not because of the comfort of the bed. I was very comfortable on my back, but John was stealing all the blankets. Kept waking up cold. I'd pull him over and I'd take my blankets back.
At least I didn't fucking don't wake daddy me and sat up like 90 degrees, said something incoherently, and then just fell back asleep right away. It scared the hell out of me.
I was sleep sitting.
It sounds to me like you have some demons to exercise.
I've been known to sleep talk a lot, man. So like that's just a side effect.
I don't know what he said.
Did his neck rotate around? He's like, Jesus Christ, fuck you! Was it something like that?
Could have been. I was too afraid to look. I was too afraid to look.
Yeah. I don't think I'm possessed. Just like I've got too much going on. I need to even be awake when I'm not awake.
You are just a demon. So Jamie, how was the cot that they brought up?
Well, I guess in comparison, it was all right, but it was also kind of like sleeping on a kitchen sponge.
Welcome.
That doesn't.
Did anybody take your blankets when you were sleeping?
I took my own blankets. I thrash. It's a good thing I was on a very narrow cot.
Hey, you want to sleep next to Jamie tonight, Tim? See how good I was last night?
Not
Maybe
really.
Tomorrow's podcast.
Well, I've already basically claimed the cot. I've just sort of used it as my storage spot.
Yeah, it's covered in junk now.
It's covered in Jamie.
There's junk all over your trunk there.
Junk in the joint.
Okay, so dealer's room stuff. Jamie, you bought things.
You, Jamie?
Eventually. I didn't go to the dealer's room for a long time today because I had other stuff to do.
When did you go?
But when I did, probably about 5 o'clock or so.
Isn't that when it opens?
No, it opens at like 10.
Yeah.
10?
By 10.
Saturday, yeah. It's open 10 to 8.
Speaking of, it opens at 8 o'clock and didn't fucking open because someone took a poop in the pool? The pool.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we were going to go swimming earlier, but we couldn't because it was closed until 5 p.m. because there was glass in the pool, I guess.
Poop.
Yeah.
Eventually somebody did go swimming and they just didn't stop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was a good
That's
swim.
because the swimming in the hot tub was really nice.
Hey, we're going to meet up for dinner at 8 o'clock. 8:30 comes around.
Yeah, so there's a story to tell. Me and Tim are bad friends. We're like, hey, let's all get together at the hotel room at 8 to go eat.
We also said, though, I text both of you saying we were going swimming. And then you guys said you were going to meet us here. I assumed you were coming swimming too.
Yeah, we were kind of hoping you would come swim with us.
Well, we were here for about 30 seconds before Justin and Josh showed up.
Also,
at least you had
company. Oh, that's true. I guess you couldn't really leave without them.
Could have.
But, we assumed if you came, you came. You didn't. But we were going to go swimming. And then the hot tub incident.
Oh, the hot tub was instant. Oh, it was so good. I didn't want to get out.
I know.
Yeah, it was so good.
We were going to just dip for a minute, and we dipped for 25.
Dipped your heads underneath and gave each other handy jobs.
Handy jobs. Underwater handy jobs.
Underwater handy jobs.
No, it was worth it.
Yeah.
I'll accept that.
It was worth almost ruining our friendship. It was a good hot
I would do it again.
And then we went out for dinner, and dinner was a joke.
Well, we have a long day to explain before we get to dinner.
No, we're
Yeah,
talking
let's backtrack a bit.
Breakfast was first, yeah.
Oh,
we didn't even
breakfast.
talk about
Breakfast. Yeah, we just
Shout
got
out 401 Diner.
shout out to 401 Diner.
We didn't have steps before that.
First,
Moxie.
we went to Moxie's.
Let's bring
was
up
it
401
Moxie?
Diner.
Which
a
doesn't
number of
have
times.
Moxie doesn't have a terrible dinner menu price wise, and they have okay lunch menu price wise. Their breakfast menu was not at all
No,
acceptable,
it was $10 for the cheapest thing.
Yeah.
And
which was like one
Yogurt.
piece of French toast.
No,
or
it was
a little
yogurt.
parfait
It was yogurt with
which was
berries.
fancy. We passed one sitting outside.
Yeah, they have
That
the
was room
parfaits.
service one. That was a parfait. I don't know.
Where do you think they get
no,
their
it's probably
room
the same
service
thing.
from? They have one kitchen.
Yeah, that's true.
No, they
Same
get it from,
items.
They get it from the 401 Diner.
Well, we could have gotten like a bacon eggs breakfast, but it would have been $13.
Yeah.
And I would have had to poop.
So we went with the alternative of Googling.
No, we went to
Jack
Perkins
Perkins.
first.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we went
Perkins.
to Perkins.
And
Right.
then that was like a 3-hour wait or some
That
shit.
was a very
I don't
long
know.
wait. Yeah.
After driving around the parking lot for 15 minutes,
Oh, yeah.
finding a spot,
We
waiting for
circled.
someone to leave, because that wasn't clue enough that they were really busy. We
There
had
was a
to.
hotel there.
Yeah, it was in a hotel, but so yeah, that was super busy, so we didn't go.
So we Googled breakfast places.
Yeah,
And
we
we
just.
got the 401 Diner.
Oh, I
Which
was.
was just down the street. It wasn't far at all.
It was close.
It
It
was-
was less than a minute
It was
drive.
too far to walk, so it wasn't busy because everyone at Amherst usually walks.
It was right on the service road,
Yeah.
so nobody wants to walk along the highway kind of thing.
Yeah, but that was good.
Mm.
If they
Very
have
good.
if
Those
they
look
have
cheap.
a website, I will put the link on the screen.
I doubt they do.
They
It's like a-
barely had
If
electricity.
they don't have a
They actually
website, I will
specifically
design one and
acknowledged
link
us
it.
because we hadn't been there before. They're like, oh, where are you guys from? 'Cause
Yeah,
you know, they've had their
they
10
knew we weren't
customers.
around town because they have like 10 noodles. That's it.
It's good though, good food.
It was great.
We
It
got
was-
we
food,
got
good
lunch menu
prices.
items, and it was only $10.45.
Nice.
So they were like, they went in the back the kitchen. They're like, oh, you got the shit ready to make lunch because they were, they're in breakfast mode.
yeah.
Diners do that. Basically, if you go to a
That
diner,
was the
you're
chicken
getting all day
souvlaki
breakfast.
more than anything else. I mean,
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah,
But
because
they were
they
already
had
deep
to, they had
fried
to
and stuff
check
for-
on it for the souvlaki.
Other people were ordering chicken fingers. All those kids.
Yeah.
Ordering chicken fingers.
Lots of kids.
But yeah, it was probably the chicken souvlaki. But anyways, they provided,
Yeah.
and we got it there cheap too.
And $10 with a significant tip for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
my total was 6.
Yeah.
I think mine came to like 13 or something like that.
My total.
Yeah, I
was
got 13,
7.
but we got expensive orange juice.
Yeah, we got expensive.
And we got a
orange juice, and we
lunch
got-
meal.
Yeah, chicken souvlaki.
Chicken souvlaki and fries.
Yeah.
Damn
I
good.
had
I just had basic breakfast.
And mine,
bacon
yeah, it
eggs.
was like $11-12.
I had the grilled
And then
cheese
tip,
with bacon,
14,
and they
yeah.
did not go.
That's
It was a
seasoned.
grilled bacon with cheese.
Yeah,
it was a
there was
little-
so much bacon in it. I was like, this is.
It was a bacon
amazing.
sandwich with a little bit of cheese.
Yeah.
A little lot of it.
No, it was a bacon sandwich with a lot of cheese. So it was so good and so filling.
Yeah, good stuff.
So I think, as far as me and Tim go, we spent most of the day walking around taking pictures
Yeah, I'd
because
say.
this was like
I'd
picture
say about
day.
90% of the day just taking pictures.
Yeah,
I took a brief look at the art while we went into the
Oh
gallery.
yeah, we went to the
the
gallery.
Momiji gallery.
Which is no pictures. And
Yeah, you have to turn
No,
in your
yeah,
camera.
we checked our cameras, but
So
no,
no
some
pictures
good
of
stuff
that.
though. It was some
There's some
really,
cool art.
really. It was definitely superior to the stuff that was just out, for $10, $15 here and there.
Some of the time.
Some of it,
Like
some of
if
it.
you're looking.
Some of it was too good, like to even be selling there, and some of it was just the regular art stuff.
Some of it was even worse. Some of them just kind of seemed like grade 9 pencil sketches. If you
Oh,
really,
there were pencil sketches. Yeah, that's right.
some of them were just kind of like these were just done with markers and pencil crayon. I could do
Wow.
about as good, and I'm not an artist really.
Yeah, but there was some really good stuff though.
Yeah,
there
a
was some
lot.
stuff
Most
that,
of it was just phenomenal.
Yeah. Some of the bids were up to in the hundreds,
Yeah,
and
I wasn't really
I
looking at
thought
the
that it
highest.
was definitely still worth it because some of the stuff was really
Yeah.
good. Excuse
So,
me.
we mostly just took pictures and saw that.
Yeah,
A
definitely a
lot
lot
of
of pictures.
I do not know what Jamie and John were doing at that time. Though.
Don't remember.
John
I
doesn't
blacked out.
remember. Good conversation.
it's
How
when
about
we-
you?
Fucking blast out.
I woke up with my
You
pants
two were
halfway down my...
together at that point. John and Tim were together at that
Sure.
point taking pictures.
Oh,
And me and Derek
I was
walked over-
taking. I was
Oh,
taking
yeah, we went
pictures
to the
all day.
Digimon.
First
photo
thing,
shoot.
Derek
Right.
and I walked over early to go to the Digimon shoot.
Oh, you almost said Pokemon.
I did. We missed Pokemon shoot. to go to the Digimon shoot, and as soon as Dereck was absorbed into that crowd, I lost him. But I found my sister, and we just wandered around, and then me and my sister went to the Final Fantasy shoot.
Yeah.
But me and John found Dereck at the Digimon, and then we started walking around taking pictures.
Yeah, I was talking to some girl about Digimon. I was like, "Oh, there's my friends. I better go."
Yeah, I thought I was saving for the conversation because you looked really awkward, like you really wanted to get out of there.
I really like talking about Digimon, but
Was it a red Digimon sort of
No.
situation?
She wasn't like ugly or anything. She was just like a young girl.
She was pretty ugly.
Yeah,
I wasn't
anyways.
talking to her to get to meet a girl. I was just talking because we're mutual fans of Digimon, really.
And you know people who are anime fans. They're just
She was
people.
actually talking to another guy, and she was like, "Oh, what was the name of this one thing?" I interrupted. I was like, "Oh, that was this guy. They did call him this and that. This was a tamer." That one guy seemed so shamed by my knowledge. He was just like, "I got nothing on this guy." He just turned and left without saying bye. Yeah, I basically kicked him out of the.
You accidentally inherited that conversation.
Yeah,
you're like,
maybe he was looking for a way out.
Yeah.
Maybe, and then
No,
you were.
I was there the whole time. They just started talking. I kicked him out of the conversation because I knew way more about Digimon. I don't know who to feel more embarrassed for, myself or him. But anyways, we were talking for a bit, and I did enjoy the conversation. It's just it was going a bit longer than I'm a socially awkward person. The fact that we both like Digimon made me talk, but it was going on to the point that it was just like, okay, I'm not socially okay enough to keep this going for too long.
You're almost bringing up things that aren't like. So how
My
about that local Digimon team?
Yeah, but so I was just like, oh, there's my friends. I'm like, because I almost ran out of things to talk about because I was getting bored of the conversation. So you guys did save me a bit, but I didn't need saving. I just wanted it.
Yeah, sure you didn't. They're Rambo.
So yeah, that was alright. I got a lot of cool pictures of Digimon. There was a really impressive Halsamon. That was really cool. And Omnimon, that was great. But it's mostly tamers, because the tamers are human, so it's way easier to cosplay as.
Obviously, yeah.
The Digimon themselves, those are always way better, because it's a lot harder to do.
I don't know. Sometimes the Digimon fursuits, which you see more than a lot of other fursuits, they're just kind of creepy. Just fursuits in general are really kind of creepy.
I don't really like them.
They're not the most creepy things. The big anime head things are the worst. They're the worst.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
yeah,
the fursuits are also kind of...
there was a Pikachu fursuit, but it was like just a weird dude.
Yeah.
And he's like walking around alone and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man. There was two, because there was the weird fucking... He was kind of chubby, just walking around in a Pikachu suit on his own. And then there was a dude in a Pikachu suit, and he was kind of just like carrying things for like a girl that was doing, like, she was pretty hot, and she was doing like a really good cosplay. I can't remember what she was doing. I took her picture though. But like he was like almost like forced into participation. He's like, I'll just wear like a one-piece suit. And although it was creepy, it was less creepy.
Yeah, it seemed like he was dragged into it, so he's like, oh, I'll just throw this on for the occasion.
Yeah, but like in general, I don't really like the suits, the whole fuzzy suit, like, 'cause I don't know, it's kind of like inviting people to like come hug you, but they're people you don't want to hug ever.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just our outlook. Maybe these people love hugs.
Maybe I don't. I'm not a hugging person. So
I think a lot of anime people like hugs because the free hugs
hug thing. I never got that. If somebody ran up to me and whatever you call that, where you just like
tackle hug.
Oh, punch him in the face. I would put him down. I'd fucking end them.
Well, see, no, you glomp someone you know.
I know
that is okay. You don't glomp a stranger because that's sexual assault.
Yeah, exactly.
People are
actually no. I know, but they don't know. They don't know any better.
If you're dressed as a pony or a Pokemon or something, depending, like a Pokemon fursuit, you're gonna get glomped. If you're pony, you're gonna get glomped.
Yeah, because you're a brony. If you're bros, you know each other, right? That's how it works.
Sort of, but it
sucks. Like you saying Digimon, bro.
It sucks.
I never said that.
There's no Bromon?
There's no Bromon.
Yeah, I don't like the whole... I do like how there's like a rule against it.
Yeah.
There's like a specific section in the program guide that says do not touch people who don't want to be touched. Because I feel that's necessary.
I don't think that was on the back of the badge this year.
Not on the badge, no. I don't think it's on the badge. But it's definitely a whole paragraph in the program guide right at the beginning.
Well, because that's sexual harassment.
I know, but like
You do that to your friend.
that should be common like sense. You don't. You just don't touch. You just don't do that to people.
Like if you're wearing a shirt or holding
Speaking
a
of
sign.
people touching people all the goddamn time, a certain cape kept brushing against my balls today.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I was
So-
wearing a cape the
yeah,
whole
so-
time,
so
and I'm
my-
not even cosplaying.
My costume has a cape, and my friends tend to walk on the side
The
that
wind
the
blows
wind is
into-
blowing to. So everyone's been molested by my cape thoroughly.
I actually had to hold it back. We were
Yeah.
walking.
It
along
was
the
all
highway.
around Tim, so you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna hold it.
Like
right
it was actually blowing past me, and like people walk by, it's like flapping in the face. Like, what the fuck? So I like grabbed it, but then it looked like he was putting his fucking Batman arm around me.
It looked like I had my arm around him with that cape like that.
When me and DJ Say were walking to the con, I felt something tugging at my spear on the far side. Derek's to my left, and I feel something on my right. This is his cape.
It's reaching around.
Doing the old reach.
The real reach. Yeah, that cape doesn't annoy me one bit.
Oh, I remember what I did today after all those pictures of
Oh,
Tim.
finally, it's coming all back.
It's all coming back to me. So I woke up with my pants around my ankles, and no, I pretty much hit up the dealer booth and bought a whole bunch of stuff. I bought a lot of stuff.
Hey, let's hear about what you bought.
I bought I bought Adventure Time glasses, like 4 of them. Not the kind you wear on your like face, but
Glasses,
Cups.
like
cups,
your drinks from. But they're actually glasses.
drinking glasses.
I bought a wallet for the woman, a Jake, the Adventure Time one.
A lot of adventures.
Oh, I bought Sellers of Catan today for a sweet ass $30.
Right.
Is that a good price for a television?
That's a very good price.
That's a pretty good price.
So those were like
Pretty
45
sure,
in stores.
45 in stores usually.
45,
40 to
It's
45.
30 online before shipping.
Yeah, but then when you ship it, and then if you go to a store, it's $39.99
Plus
taxes.
tax and stuff.
Yeah,
So I got
you're
that straight for
45.
30.
Sure.
Not bad.
What else did I buy? I bought some buttons, but that was until later on from the art booths.
Nice. I want to buy some more this year too. I had a couple last year. Not that I wear them or anything.
Yeah, that's nice.
But like I wore them at the con last year. Jamie got me one, Articuno. And then
No,
you got
that was years ago.
was it? I thought
Last
that
year,
was
last year was like a whole bunch of like tonberries and cactars and stuff.
I thought you got me the Articuno and John got me the cactar.
Damn right. I got you the
Unless there was
Yeah.
another Articuno last year, because I got you an
No, no,
Articuno the first year
Oh.
as well. Because I saw that booth again,
Yeah, you know what Tim would do?
Maybe.
He threw it on
and they had the same Articuno and the
I
same
might have
melodic
just
that I
thrown
got.
it out, but no, I liked it. No, yeah, whatever year you bought them for me, I definitely wore them at the con, but it's not
You've
like
worn them every year that you've got them,
It's
and
not-
then never again.
yeah, you put them on while you're at the
Mm.
con.
It's
You
one
wear
of
it,
those.
He
but,
doesn't
it's
have a
not-
purse to decorate, is what he's getting at.
Yeah, I don't
you
know.
You don't really
I can't,
think to
can't really
put
clip
it-
them in my wallet.
Oh, and I
or
also
whatever.
bought the. No, that was yesterday. Or was it today that I bought the Jamin Cersei?
That was today. You
That
got
was
them.
today. Yeah.
Oh, today. All my
Yesterday
days
you
are
only got
one.
the one.
Marceline, yeah. Okay. So yeah, I got Cersei and James, which are going to be cake toppers on my wedding cake, which is sort of ironic.
That's cute.
It's a little weird.
No,
though,
it's
because
hilarious.
you have the brother and sister.
It's hilarious. You don't know this, but she
No.
knows.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
you do now.
Yeah, now I do.
On the topic of buttons, I actually have a button. John got me a portal turret last year,
I did.
and I tried putting on my wallet, but it wasn't flying because I don't have a thing I carry around all the time.
Yeah.
I was
Well, I always carry my wallet, but like you can't
yeah,
into a
you can't
wallet,
really do a wallet. It's-
especially when you're putting your like. I always put mine in my back left pocket.
yeah, so it's gonna
You can't-
it's gonna
yeah.
clip on the
I don't
end.
like putting them. I carry my
Side note.
backpack a lot, but I don't like putting them there because I just feel like they're gonna fall off, and I don't want to lose these things that I
Yeah.
only
Yeah,
get once
no,
a year.
I
I
like-
have them sitting on my desk. That's what I guess.
Yeah, I have it on
There's
my
a couple
desk.
on my
I keep
desk.
it as a gift from John.
I have a
don't
whole
wanna
bunch
lose
of them
it.
on one of my shelves just from the years because I've gotten some. I've gotten pretty well more and more every year that I've been here. Although last year I did get probably more than this year so far because I got a whole bunch of pony ones. And,
I definitely want to check out the art
yeah,
section.
it was just good stuff
Tomorrow.
in there in general.
Tomorrow was good for buying.
Yeah,
I wanted to spend
tomorrow's gonna
today
be
doing the
shopping day.
picture,
Yeah.
and then tomorrow is mostly shopping,
Yeah.
a little bit of pictures.
It's best for shopping for me because since we have to leave our hotel room, I won't be in costume because I won't have a chance to change out of costume. So it's easier to get around when you're not in costume because I don't have a
Yeah.
big brimmed hat.
Oh my
poking
god, there's not
people.
going to be a cape freaking on.
I
I'm
might.
probably
That's
still
what
gonna
you
be in
think,
my. I'm probably gonna do my costume again tomorrow just because I like it. It's fun and I can just wear it.
Yeah, mine's
And
really.
if
You know
Maybe
what's
I'll
going to be
just-
awesome when Jamie can't get into the car again with the spear.
Well, I won't be
Yeah.
getting in and out of the car 100 times because we won't need to be stopping everywhere. We'll just be getting in and then going home and then taking it out.
That's actually not
And
a bad
if
idea.
I
maybe.
did bring a screwdriver, I can take it apart if need be.
I'll probably just wear my costume and just throw the shoulder pads and cape in the trunk when we're done because that's what I wouldn't want to wear in the car. The rest is
Yeah.
fine. I should really bring the hat because my forehead and
he's
scalp.
more red.
Yeah.
I think the redness scale, I can't see myself much, but I think the redness scale goes Tim, who's fairly light, barely anything.
Little.
John is quite red. I don't know about myself.
Your
And
arms
Dereck,
are very red.
my arms are very red. Dereck is like pure red, like he's embarrassed.
Yeah,
It's mostly like top. It's like he's got a little helmet of red.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't
But
really.
it goes in his hairline too.
It doesn't go over like around his eyes or cheeks, but it's nose and like hairline.
It's because my eyes are sunken. They're always in the shade.
They're always in the shade of themselves.
No, but yeah, I burn really easily.
Yeah.
Like, the reason you think that Dereck wouldn't get burned, he has a sun hat on. It's so windy. It's a pain in the ass to keep the sun hat on.
Wind aside, though, it was very nice today.
Yeah, the weather was nice.
I'd say easily this is the best weather we've ever had for Anime North.
Yeah.
It's either, I think, I've only been maybe 3 or 4 years, but it's I think.
This is the fourth that we've gone consecutively.
Yeah,
so
like
before.
So like 3 years have been so hot that they're like
or
unbearable.
Rainy. The second year was rainy.
Yeah,
and then rainy and hot.
It's either so hot it's unbearable or rainy or a combination of the two. It's never like temperate.
Yeah.
And like
although the one year we went that it was kind of on and off rainy, we had a really kick-ass thunderstorm.
True.
When we got on the bus to come home. It was like right as we hit St. Catharines. It was the best thunderstorm I've ever seen.
Oh,
really.
Yeah, that was coming down hard.
That's part of the reason why
we were just like
lost
sitting
my
at the
spirit in the
Fairview.
Zayres parking lot.
Yeah.
We were just sitting in the Fairview and it was downpour.
Yeah.
Anyways, best weather for sure.
Yeah. That's
cool,
that's
nice,
another reason
nice
why.
Cool breeze.
If you get in certain spots too,
almost
you
a little,
almost
a little too cold, but you could always move.
Yeah.
Like
at
in
nights
the
in the
wind,
morning.
in the wind, in the shade,
Yeah.
kind of cold, but you just you move to the sun, you move to the front of the building where it's not windy. You go inside, like there's options.
Yeah.
When it's so hot,
there's no
like when you're outside, you're hot.
I don't feel
you can't go inside to cool off.
Yeah.
You go inside, it's not sunny, but it's still there's people.
Yeah.
Well, see what you do if it's too hot, you cosplay as Testament, so you're mostly naked.
Yeah.
You can only strip. For
this
hot
is the first
weather.
year I haven't had to run to drink stations at all. I've been fine with just in between coming.
Yeah, we stopped at one, but it was mostly because we were standing by it for about 20
I wasn't
minutes.
even thirsty. I was
And
like,
then I was
water's here.
I was
I'll
like,
have
we've
water.
been standing by this water. We should probably use it or lose it.
I was like, I haven't drank anything that hasn't had alcohol, so I think a real drink would be nice for now.
I dropped the mouse.
Okay, stop.
No, it's still going. It's fine.
Still recording.
Yeah, that was alright. We got lots of pictures. I'm probably just gonna wear my costume tomorrow because I would like.
You're contradicting
No,
yourself.
I'm changing my mind now. Because I really should have that sun hat on
Yeah.
and not take it off. Just hold it in place if it's windy. Because
You don't want to just wear this.
Are you going to get changed before getting into the
It
car?
looks
because
like-
There's another miscellaneous anime photo shoot tomorrow at noon as well.
Oh yeah, I could just go to that for noon.
Mhm.
Because I missed the one today.
Yeah, it was at 6.
Yeah.
You were.
We were in the area, but then we just got caught up taking pictures.
Yeah, I completely forgot about it.
Yeah,
That was another thing. Today was a photo shoot day for me.
Yeah, that's why me and Tim were doing a lot of photos because it's photo shoot day. Most of them are happening on Saturday.
Yeah.
There's a few on
The
Friday.
Final Fantasy one was good. There was a small child, like a 1 or 2, but able to walk with its mother, dressed as a Moogle, and it was absolutely adorable.
That's pretty adorable.
It was wandering in between a lot of the shots too.
I stole it.
Yeah, I think it's really cool when adults cosplay their little kids. Like we saw that group of Avatar.
Apparently, there was a kid dressed as Charmander as well, which I would have loved to see.
Yeah. Oh, your laptop's opening up stuff again. You
I
need to
mentioned Charmander.
Oh,
and
cool. Is it
bring up
binging?
thing.
Is it binging?
Yeah.
Oh, it's binging.
You haven't used Bing enough today.
I've never even used Bing.
Yeah, you need to get more Bing.
I don't know why it
Computer
opens that
died.
randomly.
It's
I think John fucking put his foot on the keyboard.
I didn't touch the
He
keyboard.
put twice
Put it
in a
on
row.
real quick.
I think Bing
He like
sponsored your
alt
laptop.
tabbed onto like a browser somehow. He binged.
He binged and then he boomed.
Bing's not even my like homepage or anything. I don't know why it goes there.
It's not even in my history.
It's not even. Well, it is now because it keeps going to it.
It put
but
itself in your history.
I've never been.
Maybe
on
it
my
searches for it, but it can't because Bing doesn't search for things.
Yeah, Bing. It's a search engine that doesn't search for anything.
It can only find itself, so it opens
It's like
itself.
I'm here.
If you were looking for Bing, it's the only thing I can find.
If you were looking for movies that I should watch on Friday, you
There's an
found
Avatar.
Bing.
There's an Avatar photo shoot tomorrow too.
Is there?
Yeah.
That's good. I I've gotten a lot of the Avatar stuff.
Yeah, but not
Because
groups.
every time I see one,
There's very few Avatar people who are alone. They're usually in groups of 3 or so.
Yeah.
Although I have seen a lot of Korras on their own.
Yeah, this year's been big on Korras and not on any, but I haven't seen a single General Iroh.
No.
And that was...
We saw that once. It was Aang and Iroh.
The one big year where Avatar was huge. I was loving it because the Avatar was awesome.
Today there was a lot of Zuko, Azula groups.
There was some Zuko. I saw a bunch of Zuko's. I saw Ty Lee. There was a really good Ty Lee.
There was a really good Zuko in line on Friday that I didn't get the picture of. But it wasn't just makeup, or it wasn't just simple drawn on makeup for the scar. It was plastic.
They carved it into
makeup.
their face.
It was movie makeup, yeah.
They had raised stuff, yeah.
Or they played with fire.
they really.
And it was either Zuko or the Hound from Game of Thrones. So.
Oh yeah, tell our listeners about that Game of Thrones cosplay you got harassed about.
Oh right, yeah. I approached somebody who had some wicked looking armor, wicked looking sword. And I was like, hey, can I take your picture? I didn't know where he was from.
Yeah, I imagine generally when someone's wearing big armor type stuff, a lot of people take pictures despite not knowing it is just because it looks like they worked hard on it. It looks really cool.
It's a good
a lot of times the Gundam people will just stay in one place and just pose for pictures.
Yeah, because they're not going anywhere.
I usually only take pictures of people I recognize from animes. Or they have a cool costume.
Or they're hot chicks.
Or hot chicks. Yeah, I was getting to that. Or they're hot chicks. Or they got some cleave showing. Anyways, this dude, he had a wicked costume of armor. It was really well done. And a sword. And I was like, cool, I'll take a picture.
Apparently not well done enough.
Anyways, I would like to mention that he was Asian. Very dark hair. Glasses. Pretty typical Asian, I'd say. Not to be racist or anything.
God damn it.
This leads into the story.
I think it's scientifically they all have black hair. That's the thing.
It is. Any pure blood Asian. Anyways, so I take his picture. I'm like, really cool costume. Good job on your costume. He says, do you know what I'm from? I was like, no, sorry. No, I don't. I think I just like your armor. It's really well done. It's like Game of Thrones. He says Game of Thrones he's like, oh, I'm from Game of Thrones. You might not have heard of it.
Game of Thrones is pretty underground.
I haven't read all the books, but obviously that's not a visual thing. But I've watched all the show up until now, and I didn't recognize him. I was like, oh, cool. And then as he walked away, I could tell.
No, he confessed that the armor wasn't done. And
yeah, he said, oh, it's not painted well. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's why you didn't recognize him, because the costume wasn't finished.
Yeah, it was all silver, and there's no one with real silver scaled armor. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Didn't really get it, but as he was walking away, I noticed the style of the cape and the way the scaly armor was formed. That he was obviously a Kingsguard, but he's the only notable Kingsguard in the show are the very old man who has white hair, and then Jaime Lannister, and clearly he didn't look like either of those because he was an Asian kid. So, it wasn't my fault, but he called me on it.
In the book, Jaime Lannister is a fucking Asian.
He's an Asian kid with dark
blonde
hair.
No, with blonde hair.
He's just Titus.
I don't know. No, really wicked costume, but, obviously he called me on that. No one else, by the way.
And then he called himself, claiming it was finished. You didn't recognize a costume that's not finished? You're not a Game of Thrones fan at all. You're
what? I love that show.
Yeah. What
Great
a
show.
Strange guy.
Maybe he was Eris Oak.
Cosplayers, if someone takes your picture, don't assume they know what you're from.
I
unless,
a lot of pictures.
Unless your costume is really bad, because then they're taking it because they know what it's from.
Yeah.
Generally,
there's been a lot of Homestuck this year, but you can kind of tell which ones are the Homestuck, and there's just a ton of them. Mm-hmm. But everything I don't know what it is, it's either a Homestuck or it's a League of Legends.
Yeah.
And I bug my sister, who actually likes League of Legends. And I just ask her everything.
Is this a League of Legends?
Is that person a League of Legends?